Hello everyone, my name is the Mac Tech here, and welcome to a brand new update video in regards to the cancellation of Batgirl. Now, as you can see here, CosmicBook.News officially has uploaded an article supposedly revealing plot details of the Batgirl movie following cancellation. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm not really the biggest fan of CosmicBook.News. I remember hearing one time that CosmicBook.News is not always reliable. But after seeing that this article exists, I figured it was about time to read it for myself and see what this article is. Batgirl plot details revealed following cancellation. Maybe Warner Brothers Discovery and David Zaslav made the right move. Jeez, seriously. Batgirl plot details have been revealed, which follows news of the cancellation as Warner Bros. Has decided to completely shelve the flick and won't be releasing it on any platform ever. The trades are offering the cancellation comes about as Warner Bros. Discovery and CEO David Zaslav are now in charge, who decided to cancel Batgirl after the flick tested negatively with audiences. Redditors are claiming the opposite. Of course, that its low budget didn't match up to fans' expectations. That they wanted to save the DC brand, and that Warner Brothers is now focusing on theatrical releases instead of low budget HBO Max releases. Well, what do you expect? It was confirmed as a high-budget film, being the reason why it got canceled.
Flint like wood.
I'll say I'm not that surprised Batgirl got canceled, as it features a woke Latino Batgirl in Barbara Gordon in a story that sounds downright awful. See below. I never seen Leslie Grace post anything promoting woke narratives, so not gonna believe it until someone actually shows me proof. It was supposed to be released later this year on HBO Max. But how can that be when Michael Keaton hasn't been introduced in the Flash movie? Exactly. Which doesn't come out until June 2023. And will likely reboot the DCEU, and probably also means the Keaton Batman is no longer sticking around. Yeah, rebooting the DCU, which I think is the stupidest fucking idea ever. But let's keep reading. Batgirl also happens to be directed by directors of Miss Marvel, Marvel's least watched Disney Plus show, and written by the writer of Birds of Prey and The Flash. Well, interesting. Batgirl plot details according to Twitter user Viewer Anon. The Michael Keaton Batman is only featured in 5 scenes in Batgirl. And get this, the Keaton Batman is not to be serving as a mentor role to Leslie Grace's Barbara Gordon. Of course not. In that he didn't train Batgirl, then who did? Probably, as the rumors and leaks showed, Black Canary. Michael Keaton only had 5 scenes in Batgirl. He didn't train Barbara Gordon, she just dressed up as a Batman for a Halloween party, stopped some terrorists, and tweaked the costume to be a superhero. Why does the whole dressed up as Batman for Halloween party almost sound like it's ripping off Kamala Khan going to a Comic-Con event from the Miss Marvel show? That's just me thinking right now. It said the footage involves Keaton as Batman in only 2 scenes. 2 scenes! Then why the fuck does Michael Keaton even exist in the film then? He has no point being in the movie if he doesn't show up that much as a mentor. Jeez. He meets Barbara twice in costume. First on street telling her not to do this, then in one of those big Tim Burton wide towers where he helps her with something she needs. What does he say? No killing. Although Michael Keaton's Batman killed in the Tim Burton films, which makes the people that argues Ben Affleck's Batman killing is a bad thing, makes those stupid asses hypocrites. I'm just being honest. Because there's other Batmans that killed. Ben Affleck isn't the only reason. The last scene of the movie was them teaming up and diving off of a gargoyle to fly around Gotham City. Brendan Fraser was supposed to play the villain, Firefly, where the plot would have involved this character getting fired from his job, where he would lose his health insurance and would not be able to help his sick wife, where he would turn to a life of crime. Okay, interesting. Everyone liked him. Fraser consistently pointed to as the high point of all of my sources. Firefly gets fired from his job and his health insurance is canceled. So he desperately turns back to crime in order to help his wife. Everyone really liked Brendan Fraser as Firefly. His backstory, he was a slower goon for a Gotham mob boss that went straight to support his son's political aspirations. So Firefly got a normal job to try and pay for his sick wife's health care. Killer Moth was a terrorist trying to kill Bruce Wayne. Firefly kills him soon after that. So is that saying that Killer Moth, it kills Michael Keaton's Batman? Yeah. Has no fucking point in being in the movie if he's just gonna be shitted on by the old WB. Jeez. Literally the reason why I didn't want Michael Keaton's Batman in the DCEU now. Because the old WB was going to treat Michael Keaton's Batman like shit, too. The Twitter user also says the cowl of Barbara Gordon's Batgirl improved Batgirl's suit that she uses for the most of the movie is made from Catwoman's early test screening, says Michelle Kiefer. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. Is the Catwoman of the universe, but she doesn't appear in the movie. So, Batgirl does exist in the Tim Burton movie universe. Okay. Because that's
Fight like
just
wood.
talking about Batgirl from Batman Returns. Costume material being used for Batgirl's suit. Also, that a Black Canary Easter egg is included in the form of a poster. Yeah, I highly doubt that. I heard she was supposed to actually have an appearance in the film. Viewer Aiden user also adds that Stallone is not in the movie. That why would Sylvester Stallone even be in the movie? There wasn't even news about that. Dick Grayson, Nightwing, is not in the film. Huh, figures! That J.K. Simmons is excellent as Commissioner Gordon, in that Ben Affleck was never in the movie. Interesting! Like, that's totally gonna make sense. Collider's Stephen Wigtraub says on Twitter that he spoke to all the people that saw Batgirl. They said it was a huge disappointment, and can also that the costumes looked cheap, especially Keaton's Batman costume. Well, of course, the costume looks cheap. Of course. That's great. Why is people so surprised about the costumes looking cheap? They look like CW ripoffs. They look like exactly like the Dayton CW costumes. Well, I guess that's about it. So, what are my thoughts about this after reading this? Obviously, I feel like this is exactly what we would have seen in the Batgirl movie. This entire movie has the scent of the old Warner Brothers all over it.
Fight like wood.
And Michael Keaton not playing a mentor role? And he's not even in the movie that long, and he somehow is in the movie. Makes no sense. Granted, Warner Bros. Discovery still, I believe, could fix Batgirl as a movie in general. They could have made it better. But then again, they're fixing all the shitty, terrible mistakes that the old Warner Brothers has created. Trying to fix the DCEU, focusing on characters that people are more aware of. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, any of them. Now, maybe we could have gotten the Wonder Twins, Batgirl, many other characters we wouldn't know later on in the projects. Just first focus on the characters that obviously we've known about. Marvel Studios is doing a wonderful job introducing characters that were not aware of in projects of characters we are aware of. So why is it a problem for the old WB doing that? Because again, to completely destroy everything that Zack Snyder has started in the DCEU with Man of Steel. Making their own universe as if it's supposed to make sense when it doesn't. What do you guys think about this news about the plot details being revealed following the cancellation of Batgirl? Does this change your mind about Batgirl? Or do you not believe comic book news at all? I would not blame you if you didn't believe this article. Part of me, this is the only article that I will believe from Cosmic Book News. Because granted, this all sounds exactly like what would happen in the Batgirl movie. And that is terrible. It all sounds terrible, despite Firefly's arc. Interesting. Sounds like I would like that arc. And it's a terrible thing that Brendan Fraser's Firefly is the only thing that I would actually have such care for in the Batgirl movie. That's the terrible thing. What do you know? It's the old WB. They don't care about their characters. They never knew. They never had a plan. Now, Warner Brothers has to do the right thing. Fix everything. Remember, Warner Bros. Discovery is not at fault for Batgirl's cancellation. Blame Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich, Jeff Johns, aka the old Warner Brothers. Blame them for this movie suffering its problems. They're the reason why the cast and crew of this movie will no longer have a film getting released. They are now workless because of the old WB. Because karma has bit the old WB in the ass. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. The MacTac, signing out.